right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hudson versus Assabet game. What's your thoughts on the game, Steven?
Well, it's senior night. Should be a big match between Hudson and Assabet.
Yes, it looks like the captains are talking to each other right now.
So, Joe, how many games have you been attended to this season?
Well, they've played a good amount of games so far, and I've been to not that many. My sister is the goalie out there. Shout out to Buffy Catella. She's having a phenomenal season, putting up multiple 30-plus save games. I'm pretty sure the majority of her games have been 30-plus saves. Hawks have a struggle with their offense, you could say. But Buffy does keep them in the games. And it looks like they're going to start calling out the senior night, call it the senior parents.
Yes.
I think senior night's good for the parents and the students. It's just a touching moment, family bonding.
Definitely has some incentives about staying this long in the sport, being dedicated into this team. And that's what it goes for every sport when you have a senior night.
Yep.
Because season's coming to a close, and
it's your last year.
It's your last year in high school.
If you're not going to play in higher levels, then this is your last year.
We have 4 seniors for Hudson tonight, who has their parents on the field, and it looks like.
So Maggie Appel, she's an attackman. Shannon Bonner, also attackman. Jill Bouvier, she's a defenseman. And Buffy Gatella, my sister, she's the goaltender. So those are 4 seniors for Hudson tonight.
No. I got it.
Yeah.
Announcing today's game through the field will be Mr. Quinn.
Yeah, they can't hear us.
Yeah, okay.
That's your question. What are you doing? Oh, they're about to call us the seniors. That's the delay, I believe.
Okay, you ready to go again? Okay. Our first senior captain. So you can do this with Maggie.
Okay. So starting out with our first senior, Maggie Appel, hugging her coach, and her parents are coming over for the picture by Dakota Antleman.
Switch off.
Our next senior,
and for the next senior, it is the goalkeeper, Buffy Catella, number 37, getting the flowers from her coach and giving them to her mom. Good. No.
And next senior, Jill Bouvier, getting flowers from Miss Wallingford and seeing her parents as well. And her parents came with some flowers also. That's a surprise.
Nice touch.
Yeah, for such a memorable night.
And for the last senior on the Hudson High School team, we have number 6, Shannon Bonner.
So we're just going to congratulate the seniors
for all their hard work and dedication throughout the years, and as a Hudson High School student and athlete.
Good role models. And now all the seniors and their parents are taking pictures.
And soon the game will start. 2 30-minute halves.
Oh, just in. Buffy Catella's father coming in out of nowhere.
The man, the myth, and the legend, Joe Catella the second.
Yes.
And it seems we have Joe Catella the third up in the booth.
Yes.
Which is
showed
quite.
up a little late, but
You know, it's better late than never.
yep, showing up fashionably late.
I really liked his hustle onto the field, though. I think it shows great poise by the man who has
He's
played
getting
so many
up there
sports
in
throughout his
age,
days.
but he still has it.
Still has it going for him.
The tank isn't completely out.
One of
And
the
now he's even
greatest
helping
deck hockey
Buffy with her
coaches.
shoes.
Just a great man.
All right.
Joe Catello II.
And now the Assabet team is now shaking hands with the Hudson head coach, Coach Wallingford. This isn't that usual to the high school sport. But I like the sportsmanship. It shows it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it shows that all the players on the other team respect the coaches and players that they're playing against in this
Yes.
game.
I don't know if that's a normal thing for this sport, but I like it.
It's definitely different. Looks like the Hawks will be doing the same thing.
Hudson throws in a little bit as, I don't know if
Yep.
that's a word, by high-fiving their coaches on the way to
Respecting
high-five.
their coaches and the other teams all in one sprint to the line.
And calling up the starting lineup right now. All the seniors so far, plus Anna Bond. Number 8 on Hudson, Katie Cole. Megan Leahy, also. Number 15, Becky Moran. And the backup goalie,
36,
Sophia-
Sophia Tugneri.
yeah, and excuse us for the
Some
pronunciations of the opposing, even our team's last
Yeah.
names. The opposing teams have some very,
Interesting last names.
yes, so if we do pronounce them wrong, we're sorry ahead of time. Oh, time for the pledge. Not pledge, national anthem, because the pledge is for school.
Go out.
Oh. There are a few technical difficulties with the national anthem. Oh, and here it goes. All right, let's play some hockey. Also, as you noticed, if you didn't notice, Hudson did lock hands for the national anthem there.
Showing some unity within the team.
Also, don't know if you could. Can you hear us? Also, I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if it was Assabet just didn't know what they're doing, but they had the hand on the opposite side of the heart. Maybe that was an accident. Who knows? But anyway, let's get rid of or move aside from the politics and get into some hockey.
And I believe the game will be started with a face-off in center field.
I believe that's how field hockey works. Yes.
How most sports work.
Is it? No. I believe there's a face-off.
Yeah.
Hawks and Assabet preparing for this game.
It's weird.
Hawks with a cheer with their sticks. HAWK.
Yes.
Let's go Hawks. Assabet still in the huddle, talking about the game plan.
They're going to need a good one against this very high-powered Hudson team.
Yes, with their strong defense. So it looks like Hudson does have the right amount of players on the field.
Yes, and Assabet also. Definitely a good start to the game for both teams.
And it looks like there will be a face-off. Is there no face-off?
Looks like there will not be a face-off. And it will be played like soccer, which
yes,
one
now
team
we're-
starts in each half.
So one team starts it and they have to hit it back in. So yeah, there is not a face-off against another opponent, but yeah. So let's get back. Let's get into the game.
Dribbling down the field right now is number 2, Megan Leahy. Oh, thanks. And as we get back, Hudson brings it back into their own defensive zone. And as the ref
Took
seems
a
to
tumble
stumble,
there.
seems to stumble on the field,
They keep going.
brought into the half circle around the net
Hudson being very aggressive.
already on
Only
offense.
5 seconds into the game, according to the clock. Wow.
It looks like it will be a penalty.
So
So Hudson will get the ball.
Hudson gets the ball, and the other team starts it at half, and they have to come get the ball for all you non-Focky followers. So they take a shot, pass over front. It's a shot on net. She whiffs it, and she's going another shot. Hudson with all these opportunities, a backhand shot, get mixed up, and it was a dangerous play.
Very dangerous play made by Hudson on the offensive front. And now it looks like Assabet will gain some control through the push pass. Oh, Hudson picks it off.
There's another whistle on the play.
Another infraction.
And it
Assabet starting it back in their own zone.
have to be around a 5-foot distance with the ball carrier when starting off from a whistle. Number 20, Jill, the senior for tonight, is going in playing solid defense. Pass up from Anna Bond.
Oh. And it looks like Assabet will be starting with the ball. Ball picked off and thrown all the way to the Assabet defender.
Number 3, Emily White, hits it up to her teammate number 8, Katie Cole. Emily White and Katie Cole keeping it in the zone.
Hudson has definitely been on the offense a lot so far, and
Very unusual for their
their style of play.
but that is good. Staying on the attack, keeping shots, no shots on the goal equals no goals.
Playing the game aggressive, needing to score goals to win.
And Hudson will start off the ball. Number 6, Shannon Bonner, one of the seniors for senior night, passes it straight down the middle, few bounces. And it's still Hudson's ball. It looked like it was a kick ball by Assabet.
Starting off the play. Hudson brings it in. Can't control it through the middle. Now regains control. And another infraction by Assabet.
And this is a good opportunity for Hudson to get some points on the board early. Let's see how this one plays out, folks. Emily White clears it in. She's got the pass to Jill.
High
Jill
shot.
takes a shot, and
Misses
it just
left.
misses the net. Oh, it was so close, folks. Aspet will get the ball, but great opportunity by Hudson there.
Definitely really showing some offense right now, and it's just hopefully it works out for the Hudson team. Oh, almost picked off by the senior Shannon Bonner, and now Assabet dribbling down the field.
Shannon Bonner with a great takeaway and dribbling it down the field, and it is a kickball by Assabet. They do need to watch those feet, Steven.
They really should. If they keep kicking the ball, it's just Hudson ball each time.
And every time.
Now we know that you cannot use the backhand of the stick in field hockey.
Yes, that is
Do you think that that is a good move by the people who created the game? I mean,
So I think very interesting call, because now every single stick is a righty. So for unfortunate lefties that play ice hockey, for example, would have to adapt and may
Yes.
cause some,
confusion.
yes, or even just some people not even playing because they can't hold the stick right. But overall, I think pretty good move. Just get used to one way holding it. You can,
Definitely shows how the sport is different from others.
yes, with many different rules compared to others, like no face-offs. You can't kick the ball. I'm not going to get into all the examples, but there are quite a few of them.
Yes, there are. And it looks like Assabet's getting their first offensive zone time, but can't really control. And now Hudson goes back on the offensive.
Katie Cole fighting really hard for the ball, but she does have a bad play, and it goes to Assabet. And fracture, that's the word I was looking for.
Shannon Bonner fighting for the ball with number 13 of Assabet, Yemalex Montufar. Now it looks like Assabet will be taking it through the middle, trying to have a give and go play, but cannot control it, and Hudson will start with it. The defender, senior number 20, Jill Bouvier.
And that was
Clears
a
it.
dangerous play. But
Very dangerous play.
yes, cannot be doing that out there. So that does give up possession and Hudson territory. These mental mistakes Hudson just can't make.
Yeah, they haven't made too many so far. It seems that Assabet's getting more of the obstruction penalties, but and a miss wide right from the Assabet player, and now Hudson will start with the ball.
Yes. You have to get the shots on net. Field hockey can be a very low-scoring game.
Yes.
Just like hockey with
Just
the
like
scoring.
hockey.
That can go either way.
All the
Usually
goalies are
around
good.
closer scoring. Ooh, went right between the legs. Great play by Hudson, but it is still
Still an
Assabet's.
obstruction by number 6, Shannon Bonner. Now she controls, going near the line, and
Trying to go through the legs again
But it
after
is kicked.
amazing dribble there.
yes. And it looks like number 6, Shannon Bonner, will be dribbling down the field, throwing the ball towards number 3, Kaylin Cole. Or number 3, Emily White, sorry.
Anna Bond taking the ball from her own 40-yard line. Playing on Morgan Bowl tonight for the special senior night.
Yes.
Usually they play in the outfield of the... Ooh, wow, what a play. Anyway, they usually play in the outfield of the high school baseball.
Field.
Yes, so that's
Definitely
very,
a change. They got to adapt to the different field.
to different grass, as Coach Wallingford was telling us about
Yes.
the inside of the game. Turf is easier to play. The grass is more friction on the ball, so it's harder to shoot and pass.
Yeah.
So the ball will be stopping. So we'll see how that plays into tonight's game.
And you also got to add in the fact that they play football on this field, so there's definitely some spots there in the middle where the linemen are, and there's going to be a lot of divots in the field. They got to get past that.
But this is a special game for Hudson. Usually, other sports other than football only get 1 or 2 games on the historical Morgan Bowl field.
Yes. And it's definitely even more important for all the 4 seniors on the team, as this will be one of their last home games, if not their last.
I believe their last game this season is on Wednesday. I don't recall if it's home or away.
I'd have to say it would be away.
Yeah. I believe so too.
Yes, and as Assabet goes into the offensive zone, and it looks like a good play by the Hudson defender as they bring it back into the Assabet D zone. So it seems like just to be happening a lot so far.
Yeah. Keeping the ball mostly in central field or in the defensive zone of Assabet. Hudson playing very good defense and just having the ball control. They just need to get it in the net. They had a few scoring opportunities. Let's see if they can take advantage of them.
I don't think there's been any registered shots on net so far, but there has been a few shot attempts from each team, and let's see if any of those result in a goal soon.
Hudson is dribbling it up the field. Number 14. Try to play the body for Hudson. Taylor, yeah.
And Assabet will be starting it around the 25-yard line. Thrown into the zone, and there is an obstruction, and it will be going as Hudson's ball.
Steven, what's your thoughts on Hudson's clearing this game so far?
So far, Hudson's clearing's definitely been very good. It's been effective. They've gotten the ball out of their zone a lot, and Assabet just they can't handle it. So for right now, they're struggling.
And it looks like Assabet does have the ball, passing it into her attackman.
Now it is brought up the field by the Hudson attackman, number 13.
Lita Betty.
And now it is another obstruction, but this time by Hudson.
Big outcome by the fans tonight.
Yeah, the Red Sea decided to be in attendance for this game, which is definitely cool to see.
Yes, and also you can hear some of the Assabet fans making some noise for some of the calls. Majority of the fans are Hudson. But it is a very...
looks like number 21 for Assabet, Jalen Bratica, gets a shot on net.
And Buffy was ready, and this is going to be clutch time for Hudson. See how they can do on this. See how the players hustle.
Hustle back from the midline.
Buffy does have some defenders back there to help her out. Let's see where this plays out.
And it's lift pass to the middle and off the post.
Oh, big post save. Whew. The post can sometimes be your friend or your enemy. Right there it was her
best friend right there.
Yes.
And
as you know from being a goalie in ice hockey.
Yeah, it's definitely can be your friend, but just as often you'll hate the post. So
yes, big play by Hudson right there. And the post.
Now dribbling downfield is Hudson. And joining the rush is all the midfielders for the Hudson team. Obstruction on Assabet. And now Hudson will have the ball. Assabet gains the ball, going upfield. Looks like a regular 3-on-3 break, and then a nice back check by Annabon.
And Hudson just keeping control of the ball. Assabet needs to find a way to bring it into the
Seems to be like the theme here.
Yeah. And that is a timeout by Hudson. They're trying to find it. Notice that they have some good momentum here. They just need to get it in the back of the net, and that's what they're probably planning up right now.
Yeah, the Assabet doesn't really have an answer for this forecheck on the Hudson team.
Yeah.
And that's probably what the coach is going to be talking about them right now.
Yes, one of the big players on Assabet, Kaylee, why not? She has been
She's a freshman coming into this year, but
making a big impact for the team. Kaylee, why not?
As any freshman in any sport, if you're a freshman playing on a varsity team, you must be pretty proficient at it.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
You know you have to. Hudson has a fair share of freshmen as well.
Hudson has one freshman, Melissa Perry, number 21.
Yes, you know you have to step up when you're playing a varsity level freshman year. Not
Yes.
having too much experience in high school. Hudson does have the 8th grade, so you do have some experience
the,
practicing with the higher
Hudson's-
level team.
Hudson's junior varsity is filled with the 8th graders, which
Yes.
means the program's definitely going to be very good in the upcoming years.
Unless they all leave to Assabet.
Yes. And then Assabet's program
Will be very good in
will be very
upcoming
good
years.
upcoming years. So let's talk about the goalkeeper for Hudson, Buffy Catella. As you said during the start of the show, has had a lot of 30-save outings so far.
Yes.
And do you think that's kind of rubbed off on the teams, saying that, we got to play better. She's doing her job. We got to start doing ours.
I feel like the teams kind of, as well as respect Buffy, they kind of got used to her being the all-star of the team, keeping them in games. Because as you can tell, this is a more normal-paced game. That there hasn't been any shots on net. Usually there's been a few by now. But 30 shots in any field hockey game is too much.
It's
And
a
Buffy
lot.
only letting in just 1 or 2 goals is very good. Well, she has a very high save percentage from what I've heard. And now the timeout is over. That was a long timeout. And
Yes.
it's going to be Hudson's ball in Assabet's territory.
Definitely something that Assabet does not want right now is more defensive time. They haven't been playing that well on the offense, and I can imagine their defense and goalie are not happy with the offense.
They sure aren't, Steven.
And-
Anyway, Hudson has the ball. It is taken.
And a couple of takeaways right there by Hudson. It
Oh, Hudson has
Oh, this break.
opportunity. Oh,
Oh.
she misses the net again.
misses right.
Number 7 on Hudson. Maggie Appel was trying to score for senior
Night trying to
game.
get a goal and cannot.
Dang.
Not yet.
Almost there. Both seniors, Jill Bouvier and Maggie Appel, having 2 great opportunities. Maggie with a better one right there. Almost had it, just a little far right there. But
Yeah, she'll definitely be thinking about that one tomorrow.
she'll have trouble sleeping on that.
Yeah. And Assabet intercepts the pass and is trying to get upfield but cannot. Hudson's just all over him tonight.
Hudson playing the ball very well, causing Assabet to make some dumb mistakes.
Hudson ball in the right corner. And now Assabet still can't get it out. It's definitely going to lead to something that Assabet doesn't want. That's
Let in a
an
goal.
early lead for Hudson.
Yes. That was a
So,
nice clear. But
Nice
number
clear by
21
Assabet.
on Hudson, Melissa Perry, does get it out. Does get control bass, but still keeps control.
And now looks like it will be Assabet's ball in the Hudson defensive zone. Haven't had to say that this much.
Yeah. Assabet's only really had one opportunity, and it was when it hit the post. Other than that, Hudson's
Yeah, and that's been
defense-
the closest to a goal so far
Yeah.
in such little zone time. It's like number 18 for Assabet trying to fight for the ball, and they will get it. Number 4 for Assabet, Hannah Nazuch trying to get it in towards the cage, but cannot.
Assabet with only 2 seniors this year. Juliana Flitch is in
Feliz.
Caroline Morera.
And that's definitely going to show. Obviously, you want the
With the
seniors to lead by
experience.
example.
Buffy
And
Catella going out of the net.
and
And
scores.
it's a goal by Assabet. Ooh. And it looks like it was number
7 on Assabet, Sephora Magia.
Magia with a
she
great
scores.
play.
The sophomore.
Taking advantage of the little
little offensive-
opportunities that they've been getting.
Yeah, definitely the Hudson defense right now. They're not happy with themselves for giving these great opportunities to Assabet.
They have to be demoralized, as well as the offense. They need to.
Yeah, the offense.
They've been playing great, but they need to get these opportunities when they have them. And the Assabet did capitalize when they did, and now it's a 1-0 game.
1-0 Assabet with 14:43 to go in the half.
Yes, we play 30 minutes halves, running clock.
And definitely, you got to think a strategy when you have a late lead in a game. He's got to be killing clock. They don't stop it, so
Yeah.
teams would like to look to do that.
We thought number 7, I believe.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Sure? Or?
I'm
like
pretty sure, like 75% sure.
Yeah.
They're supposed to call it up from down there. And
that is the
That was Mr. King and Quinn.
Mr. Quinn.
Yes.
All right, now
A legend in Hudson.
Yes, Mr. Quinn is legend throughout this town.
Announces all the games.
Looks like we got the call right on number 7.
They look pretty happy with the call.
We didn't get any turns with a frown, which is good. Looks like Hudson getting some more offensive time,
Taking
and
a shot on
towards
net.
the cage.
Big save by the goalie.
Kicked away by the goalkeeper.
Hudson still keeps control after the big rebound.
Ooh, dangerous play by number 17, Anna Bond.
And it looks like the Hudson still gets the ball back. Ref did not see that one. For the most parts, how do you think the ref? I think the refs are calling the game pretty well.
I think they are too. There's only 2 refs, so it's definitely
a challenge for the big field like Morgan Bull.
yes, and I think they're calling the game good.
You got to respect it.
Yes.
So Hudson now getting an opportunity here. Has 2 of these already, but have not capitalized.
Yes, they're definitely looking to capitalize on this one.
Yes, to tie up the game. It's always hard trailing, especially for your senior night. You always want to work even harder and get the win.
And towards the cage, they put it on net. Oh, and a nice save by the goalkeeper for Assabet.
That's again another opportunity, but just cannot capitalize.
0 for 3 on the penalties.
I do like the play call by Coach Wallingford there.
Yes, that was a good play call. They took their time. They waited for the girls who lined up through the midfield. They definitely capitalized, but didn't capitalize enough.
Definitely did capitalize, but not enough. I do agree. Hudson does get the ball going into Assabet zone. They're giving it to one of the defensemen. And she stepped up, but now it's a...
Now looks like a break. Dribbling and lifting the ball. Lifts the ball over the Hudson defender.
Hudson might be in trouble here.
Going on a break. And obstruction play.
By Hudson, but Assabet still gets the ball. I do think that was a good play there by Hudson. Calming down the break.
Calming down the play. It's like a reach-in foul in basketball. You want to stop the play.
Slow down the game a bit.
Slow down the game.
And let your team just get back on the team or back on defense.
Yes. And it is cleared by the defense. But it looks like
it's one of these again.
One of the penalties.
I believe.
Now Hudson was 0 for 3, but we know Assabet's only had 1.
Yeah.
And they did not score.
These are the best opportunities for your team to score. And Assabet could pull away with the lead right now, 2-0, if they can capitalize. And it's a whiff on the play. And then Emily White does bring it up on the field now. Still going, dribbling like there's no tomorrow.
And then just throwing it out and letting Assabet get an obstruction so they can get some room for 5 feet.
Now they can spread out.
Throwing it towards the middle, you see Anna Bond.
Nice pass,
throwing
but
it. Oh,
missed by
can't be caught
13.
by number 13, Lydia Beatty, who is a freshman.
Yes, the
attacker.
one freshman on the team. It is very nerve-wracking.
She's a sophomore attacker.
Yes. Still very nerve-wracking.
Definitely nerve-wracking.
Especially on Morgan Bowl. There's a big crowd, bigger than any of the crowds that Hudson has experienced. So
Senior night.
you have a lot more pressure than you're used to.
Ball being played in by number 4, Hannah Nazuch, and stopped by number 20, senior Jill Bouvier. Now it looks like it will be a dangerous play and called by the ref. Now Assabet going back into the offensive zone. And I think as the defense for Hudson, you got to be kind of worried right now. Assabet hasn't had that much zone time, but still leading the game.
Yeah, and Hudson has been doing very well with the ball control with zone time. But giving up a goal that quickly is very nerve-wracking, and you feel like you made a mistake and you want to make up for it.
Now Assabet, I think the Assabet's got to be looking for a give-and-go play right here, as it was a even 3-on-3, but
does not work
can't
out
get
in
it.
their favor.
Now midfielder for Hudson brings it through, can't lift it over the defender.
Whoa, that was an extremely dangerous play, and it goes towards, wow. That's a controversial call right there,
Controversial call. And number 15 for Hudson can't control it. And now Assabet getting the majority of the time here.
Yeah, after the nice pass by Hudson.
Large lift over the zone by Anna Bond.
But after that timeout, it seems like it's the tide has been going towards Assabet's favor now.
Yes. They
Questionable
whatever
timeout.
the coach called in that timeout, props to them because it's been working. With 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half, with Assabet having a 1-0 lead, Hudson's got to think something's got to change.
Yes. They just need to capitalize. That's what they're thinking. They've been getting the opportunities. The goalie has made some pretty good saves on the opposing end. But
I think the bench is going to start looking towards the seniors to kind of lead this team to the game. It's their night, and they should be
take control. Hudson only has about 2 players for the bench for the field hockey team, not including the goalie. So you might see some of the players' fatigue kicking in
late in the
game.
Definitely want
when it
to.
matters.
Maybe the early offensive strike that they had kind of led into a bad spot. Now that the players are tired, but
Great break.
looks like a
right
good
there.
break as Jill Bouvier, number 20, brings it into the zone.
Oh.
Ooh, locked in. Locked in the sticks. And now Assabet's ball.
I don't know how you call. Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Taken off the leg by Jill Bouvier. And folks,
Very
that
dangerous.
ball is not soft.
That was very controversial right there. They got locked in the sticks, and then she takes a slap shot right at the opposing player.
Yeah,
Jill
you got to think
Bouvier.
that definitely might have been on purpose. We allegedly, maybe.
Well, we're thinking about it. It
We'll
makes
think
sense.
about it.
Hudson does have the ball now. Number 6 for Hudson. It
We'll be
looks like
starting
she's going
off.
to take it in. Shannon Bonner. Shannon, nice pass.
Towards the middle. Nobody
But
can
no
control,
one
though.
is
Maggie
there.
Appel running towards the ball. Dribbles past the defender.
Pass it out front. Big
the net.
shot. Oh, she misses
Misses
it.
left.
Oh, Hudson missing the...
Number 17, Anna Bond, with a large shot, but can't hit the cage.
Yeah, you
And that
need
seems
to
to be what the theme right here for Hudson. They just haven't been able to hit the net.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, but you also don't score any that don't hit the net.
Yes. Nice addition to the quote.
Yes, by Wayne Gretzky, the great one.
And now a great play by the Hudson defense. And now they get to dribble through the pitch.
Wow, nice dribbling right there. Still going.
Lifts it
Cannot
over.
be stopped.
Ooh. And looks like Hudson will have a good opportunity, but it is stuffed away by Assabet.
Hudson is getting back right on the defender. And the defender using her body to protect the ball, and you cannot do that in field hockey. It will be Hudson's ball in good position. Oh, wow, they're playing it right away. Assabet does get it out.
Now it looks like a obstruction from Assabet. It was a odd man rush, but now it was all taken away.
Yeah, you
from
can't be
something
doing
out of the
that.
play. Yeah.
Just need to watch. Aspet just needs to watch these whistles.
Towards the net, Hudson. Now another obstruction. Looks like this one will be a penalty and it'll be taken.
Hudson now 0 for 3.
0 for 3. They
Going for
maybe 0 for 4 after this one. Doesn't look like they've had the best of luck on this kind of a play.
They've got some great opportunities, just cannot capitalize. The opposing goalie for Aspet right now is just out playing great.
Looks like Jill takes a shot.
Big shot on net.
Oh,
Big
and
save.
a great save.
Wow. That goalie's there, just making big plays, stepping up for.
Yeah, you know, once you're hot as a goalie, it's not even like people are shooting the ball anymore.
The goalie's just trying to spoil Hudson's senior night.
Yes.
With amazing plays so far.
Now Assabet running down the field, stopped by Hudson.
We do not have the goalie's name because they did not want to give us the positions, but
still
we
doing
know
a
she's
fantastic
playing
job. Position or not, name or not. The goalie for Assabet doing fantastic.
I'm guessing, around 3 big saves so far.
3 very big saves, definitely not easy.
Hudson is having another opportunity here in the zone. Going for a give-and-go pass, but does not work out, and it's still Hudson's ball.
There's been a lot of obstructions by Assabet, and unlike most games, once there's a lot, there's no penalty for obstructions piling up.
Oh, and it looks like Hudson getting another opportunity at this.
0 for 4 now.
Yes, let's see. They'll be able to capitalize. They're giving a bunch of good plays right here. They'll definitely capitalize.
With 3 minutes left, you would think Hudson needs a goal here before the end of the half.
Yeah, to at least boost the morale of the team. Right out front, ball, everyone swinging at it, and it somehow gets out. Aspet with the great clear. Hudson
Assabet
0 for 5 on those plays. You'd have to think.
Something's got to change in halftime.
Yeah, some audibles, because that is just not okay.
Now, number 13 for Assabet. Yemilex Montefar dribbling through, getting past the defense, but a good clear by the Hudson defender. Now, number 6, Shannon Bonner, takes it up the left side, and it is stopped.
Very good with her dribbling, as you can see, but she does get ball. She is going to pass it up, right up to number 13, and it goes right through to Jill Bouvier, the senior, bringing it up on the rush. She's still going.
Lifts it over the stick.
Has a wide open player up front, still going, fighting for the ball, and she gives it up to Shannon Bonner. Shannon Bonner getting up front. Hudson on the attack right now. Jill with the ball, whiffs it, still fighting for it, not giving her opponent any chance, and it's still Hudson's ball. They're on the attack. It looks like the scoreboard is gone now. We do not know how much time's left. It is a mystery, but it looked like it was around 2 minutes last time we checked. Hudson going in deep, and Assabet will be clearing it out. Wow.
Assabet just, I wouldn't say getting lucky, but they're definitely, some of these defensive plays they've been having, it's just so often and so many, you would think that Hudson's just doing it to themselves at this point.
Yeah. They're getting close, but you have to finish the race. You can't just come in first. You know, the old tortoise and the hare.
You got to finish where you started.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's how this story goes. And Hudson getting another opportunity. 0 for 5, I believe now?
0 for 5.
Let's see what they can do here.
Looking to boost their percentage of 0 right now on the penalty.
Hudson, it looked like that was a false start there on Assabet, not called. Hudson still getting an opportunity. The play stops when it gets out of the zone. Shot on net, still going. Goalie fighting for it.
Oh, and a great save by Assabet. Loose
still
ball.
On the ground. Hudson fighting for it. Hudson does get the ball, but
We don't know. Is this another penalty?
Oh, wow.
At this point, you almost, if you're Hudson, you think, don't give us this play. We're not doing too well at it.
I don't know if they asked themselves that, but
0 for 6 and
getting some opportunities, but cannot capitalize. Hudson passing it
played
in.
into Maggie Appel. Appel puts it towards the net,
Oh!
stopped in the air
Shot
by the
on
Assabet
net!
defender.
Oh, she whips it! So close! And
Another
it's another shot. Right in there, the goalie getting down, making these big plays. This is an intense game.
So, in the air and missed wide left. Hudson getting all these opportunities, but can't finish.
And that's been the story of the game so far. Why do they keep honking the horn? And Hudson gets another one.
0 for 7 so far. Looking to go 1 for 8. Having a not the best night on this play.
Coach Wallingford throwing up the card, showing her team the play. And it is a play. This is the play that's been giving them multiple opportunities.
Towards the net.
And it's cleared out by Assabet.
Great play by the Assabet defense.
And that will end the half. Assabet up by 1-0. Hudson senior night.
30 minutes to play.
Very offensive game. So, what's some of your takeaways after the first half, Steven?
Hudson's offense looking really, really good, but cannot finish. And that's feels like going to be the story of this game if Hudson loses. What are your thoughts right now on the Assabet defense?
Assabet defense. They've been struggling getting out of the zone, but they have been playing very well when it matters, and that's when it's in front of the net, clearing it out. And we're going to just admire the game that we've been watching.
Yes, and I don't know how long the half times are.
So halftime's around 10 minutes.
Gives the players a nice break, and obviously for Hudson, they're going to need it. They don't have that many players on the bench.
Yes.
But for a large team like Assabet, I'd like to think this is going to be good, really good for them.
And we're going to send it down soon to our on-the-field broadcaster, Dakota Antleman. Take it away, Dakota.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Steve. So 1-0 here after the first half. Hudson trails in their senior night. They're hosting Assabet in what is sort of a rare game here in the Morgan Bowl for the Hawks. Talked to head coach Jen Wallingford before the game, who said this is probably the first time in about 5 years that she has coached her team through a game down in the bowl. It's definitely happened before, but we know from talking to some players on this team, this is definitely a source of excitement, being able to play under the lights, a night game here before their parents, for a crowd. We get the Red Sea out tonight. Definitely a special atmosphere here today as the Hawks get to play in the bowl under the lights. Pardon me. Of course, Assabet very excited after that first half. They had a pretty solid first half for a team that has not had so solid a year. They come out early, rang a shot off the post in just the first sort of half of that first half. They came back and scored just a few moments later to take the 1-0 lead, and then were able to sort of repel Hudson's hopes of a counterattack. Hudson comes back, nearly tied the game there just moments after Assabet took the lead. That shot was taken away by a diving save by the Assabet goaltender. We then come sort of towards the end of the second half, after both teams sort of jockeyed back and forth for most of that half. Hudson, again, with more chances to tie this game, but a flurry of saves, some really solid defense there by Assabet, able to keep the ball out of the net and preserve this 1-0 lead going into halftime. As we sort of look at these teams, Hudson and Assabet here sitting in this position with the Assabet leading here is somewhat unexpected. Assabet entered this game 1-12 on the season, 0-8 in their league play. They're sitting in last place in the Colonial League. They'd only scored 2 goals all season coming into this game. They scored 1 to add to that here in the first half. Hudson, though not necessarily a playoff contender, was definitely sort of the favorite in this game, and maybe still is. They entered at 3-12-1 coming into this game at 1-7 in their league. Though they too are last in Midwatch C, they had scored a few more goals than Assabet coming in. Their offense a little bit stronger, their defense just a little bit stronger going into this game. As we sort of inch through halftime, we will be back in just a moment. But the Hawks currently, again, trailing 1-0. They will be looking to erase that deficit in the second half.
All right, thank you, Dakota. Very interesting take by Dakota right there. I do agree the defense has been very good, as we were discussing, by Assabet and Hudson. This is very unlike of them, having a very offensive game but struggling on defense.
Yes, and the struggling on defense hasn't been too bad for them because the offense has been playing so well but hasn't been able to capitalize, and the defense is just having not the best night.
Yeah, they've been doing very well clearing it out of the zone, but giving up just a one goal might be haunting them for the rest of the night.
Yes.
And there's still 6 minutes. The players just warming up. We did not get to list some of the names of the Assabet team, so let's give them a proper introduction. So number 1, Julia Feliz.
And number 2, Jaden Van Boozkirk. Number 3, Elise Temple. Number 4, Hannah Nazuch. Number 5, Jessica Blake. Number 7, Sephora Magia. Number 8, Madison Belanger. 9, Audrey Nadar.
All right, and I'll take it away from here. And then number 11, Caroline Moreira. Number 12, Ashlyn DeCola. Number 13, Yalmix. Oh, they're playing? Wow, they just cut that halftime in half, and we're getting back into this thing, baby.
And the game gets going. Looks like they're switching sides, too. How can that play into the effect of the game?
So maybe, because there's more light, as you can tell, on the left end zone. So maybe it might be some struggle. Maybe that's why Buffy didn't see the ball go
Yeah,
in.
maybe there was a couple of bad bounces, too. Say the field conditions are a little bit worse.
Yeah. The Morgan Bowl does play a huge, it's a big impact in this game.
And there has been talks about Morgan Bowl switching to turf over the last few years.
Yes.
And do you think that would be effective for a sport like field hockey?
So I believe that it is going to happen eventually. Assabet just got new turf, and also so did Marlboro. So I believe that Hudson will be getting it, and now field hockey can play in their, I guess you could say, natural habitat with the turf. As we said in the beginning of the game when Coach Wallingford said that normal game is on turf. So, and not just that, many other sports like soccer and now football also, and even lacrosse.
And even lacrosse.
Can be playing on Morgan Bowl so they don't have to set up the game or set up the lines and paint them. And now we're getting back into it. Assabet is bringing it in the zone.
Assabet looking to go heavy on offense in this half to see if they can score some more goals. But as it looks for right now, Hudson continuing the pace that they left off with and having a big offensive day.
Yes. Taking it right into the zone. Fighting for the ball right now. And it is in front of the net. Hudson trying to regain control, but they cannot. They are still very good on the forecheck, but
now Assabet with the break, trying to bring it through midfield, but is stopped and now keeps going. Defended right now by number 21 on Hudson, Melissa Perry.
And the first whistle of the half.
Now, as we know, Melissa is the only freshman on this team.
Yes.
And playing a position like defense, which is so crucial, do you think that adds into what's going through her head right now?
Yeah, she has to protect the goalie, even, like I said, even more pressure on tonight. Big pass out front, open, and she whiffs it. Oh, no. She's gonna be awake all night thinking of that play
And a
again.
missed opportunity by
Wide open.
by Hudson.
I know I just cut myself off, but those are the plays that Hudson just have not been able to capitalize on. Whew. And
Now-
it was Jill Bouvier too, scoring for her senior night. What it made the day.
We can now see that maybe the field doesn't have any effect right now, and both halves are just as equal.
The field is just hard to play on in general for both teams.
Yes.
As you can tell. Very hard. A lot of whiffing of the ball.
Yeah, and definitely you can see that the bounce of the ball sometimes it's not as predictable
Yeah.
on the regular grass field.
Which could work for, in both ways, negatively for Hudson there, as it did go over the stick of Jill.
Yes.
But maybe like a shot on net, bouncing in. Could work.
Now it looks like a fight along the end line, and Hudson will keep the ball.
Emily White passing it in, gets intercepted by the Assabet defender. Emily White still on the forecheck, not giving up on the play. That's what you'd like to see in a young player like Emily. She's been on varsity for quite some time now, going into her junior year. We'll have to step up when the seniors go away.
Yes. Ooh, and a dangerous play there, but still goes Hudson's way. As number 13 for Assabet, Yemelex Montefar, which is a name we've said a lot tonight, has been showing up.
Yeah.
Now, field hockey isn't really, as you can say, one of the more popular sports, kind of like lacrosse in
Yes.
America. Do you think you see a big rise in the game in the future?
I feel like it has been growing, especially, which this is very weird for us Americans to believe, but it's very popular for men also in other countries, especially in Europe, that they play. And it's even though it's not as big in
and a break by
there's a break.
Assabet.
Buffy Catella dives in, and it's
And a save
she
by Buffy.
saves it. What a save by Buffy Catella! The crowd is insane right now. No way. It's keeping them in the game to a 1 goal. Wow, incredible save by Buffy Catella on a 2-on-0 breakaway, and she doesn't land in. That's what we were expecting from Buffy Catella, the all-star goalie.
Coming into the game, we expect her to have a big game on senior night, and she's definitely been supplying.
Yes.
Having some bad luck on the 1 goal, but
On the 1 bounce back.
That happens.
Other than that, making big saves like that to keep Hudson into the game. Wow.
now Hudson playing a lot of defense in the last few minutes, trying to get it out of their zone.
Here.
Looks like it will be their ball off an obstruction. Hudson bringing it in to the offensive zone, but is picked off by an Assabet player, and now brought into the D zone.
Yeah, Hudson now struggling a little bit on defense now. Not being as efficient as they were earlier on in the game by getting it out.
Now continuously getting some penalties, making it the Assabet ball. Now good opportunity to clear from Hudson, but Assabet picks it off and brings it back into the zone.
There's another whiff right there by Hudson.
And a
Struggling all
great
day.
defensive play by the freshman, number 21, Melissa Perry. Now it looks like it will be Hudson's ball right around the 40-yard line.
Hudson does get in the zone. Hudson
Oh,
bringing
now
it
looks
up,
like it'll be a break.
passes it.
Oh.
Missing out on an opportunity right there.
A bad penalty results in Assabet ball on Assabet's 25.
Yeah. It helps with the yarding.
Yeah, yard
Let's
lines.
see where the ball is better.
Now Assabet with a large break. Oh, and a great defensive play.
Believe Shannon Bonner.
running down the field now.
Could go all the way.
Lifts it past the defender. And it is stopped by Assabet.
And I was wrong. It was Melissa Perry, the freshie.
And Hudson's offense hasn't been effective this early on into the half.
Not that I remember any big opportunities so far. Maybe just one in front of the net, but other than that, other than the big whiff up front. But
Yes. Oh, now it looks like a good opportunity.
Oh,
and it
right
is
out
shot
front.
wide.
And it just trickles away. Hudson's still keeping control of the ball. And Assabet does get it, but Hudson needs to capitalize there. Someone needs to be up front, get ready to tip that in.
Yeah, with a little less than 23 minutes left in this game, you got to start thinking, where are the big players right now? They got to be showing up.
Senior night, they wanted a lot, but do they want it enough?
Yes. Now it looks like Annabon will be taking it around the 20. Looking to give it out front. Oh, it is passed out front. Through a few legs. Now
Good
shot.
on net. And
Oh.
it just misses.
Misses
Another
left.
Save by I don't believe it was a save, but
Still good effort by the Assabet goalkeeper, just in case. You never
Get
know
in
with the
there,
grass. It could bounce either way.
Hudson just getting these shots on, or not even on, just getting these shots, but not as accurate as they wish they were.
Yes.
Emily White, her dribbling is just incredible as she's been playing tonight.
Now Anna Bond will be taking it. Gets it taken away from her. But a great defensive play on the back check by Emily White. Still Assabet's ball. Now it looks like a 5-on-4 break stopped by Hudson. Brought back into the offensive zone.
Oh,
And a
she
kicked ball by
kicks it.
Hudson.
Missed opportunity. Emily White, for the most part, mistake-free field hockey. Not the case right there. But overall, has had a great game.
Now Hudson bringing it back into the offensive zone. This is the Hudson that we saw last half. Starting to show that they're still here. Stopped by an Assabet defender. Can't get past the wall of Hudson through the middle of the field.
Ooh. Kick ball. Hudson's still playing it. And then Assabet just gets it out again. Hudson is going to stop, and Anna does bring it up, but she just loses the ball. And it's a quick collision, and Assabet gets the ball. Steve, it's just been a tale of two tapes.
Yeah, it's
First half and second half. Assabet I don't know if it's the side of the fields but for mainly Assabet has had control of the ball, playing solid defense. Hudson has not had too many opportunities on offense.
and now it looks like a good opportunity if they can just get past this one defender, and Assabet stops them.
Number 7,
Slows
Maddie
down.
Appel, just trying to do a step up for the team.
Now it looks like Maggie will be closing down along the line. And number 19, the sophomore, Serena Richards, controlling the ball through the middle. Gets it poked away by the Assabet player. Oh, and a dangerous play, but no
21,
calls.
Melissa Perry, all over the field tonight.
Definitely good for the future of this Hudson field hockey team.
Yes, a lot of expectations for her in the future. Possible varsity captain when she gets up in her senior year.
Yeah.
Playing very well tonight, even with all the pressure.
Definitely the most pressure she's been involved in a sporting event.
I can agree with that one, Steven.
Hudson's ball taken around the middle of the field. And now, with only 2 big opportunities in this half and no penalties from the goal line, which they were 0 for 8 before, you got to think they kind of missed all those opportunities.
Oh, they're thinking that now, Steven. This is.
If they weren't already before thinking about it.
They probably don't want to dread on it too much. Just make a play now forget about the past, but especially if they
end
we
up
don't
losing
want
this
to take
game.
yeah, we don't want to say they're going to lose, but if they do manage losing,
Got to think straight to the film room after that.
yeah. Especially with one game left in the season, you're going to have to learn.
Very dangerous play with the stick by number 7 on Assabet. So for Magia.
Hudson does get the ball. Ooh, Hannah Bond trying to get him when they least expect it, but the ref
On a
had to
quick
stop the play
release.
there. Being very sneaky. I like the strategies.
Thrown to
Shot
the
on
front of
net.
the net.
Oh, and
Oh,
it's goal!
missed
Big
wide.
save by the goalie! Again, this goalie has been playing out of her mind. Oh my!
That
These
looks like
goalies for both teams, just all-star potential. Wow, that's all I can say after that one.
yeah, it's Assabet's defense is just playing out of its mind, and
Helping out the goalie there after the goalie makes a phenomenal play, they get the rebound, and that's what you need.
now looks like a Hudson defender fighting with it along the midline, and is brought back into the Hudson offensive zone.
Emily White just all over the field today.
Dribbling all over the field, and Shannon Bonner goes for the ball and is whistled, and it will still be Hudson ball. Now thrown towards the
big
net
pass.
to Maggie
Maggie
Appel,
Appel. And Swift again.
and two missed
Hudson
opportunities.
missing another opportunity. They gotta be thinking, what is going on? We've opportunity after opportunity. We won't stop talking about it, but they need to get these.
Lots of bad luck right now. Now Assabet lifts it past the defender. It looks like a good fast break for them. But they can't control it, and Hudson's defense really stopping these Assabet players right now and can't get a successful breakout. It will be Hudson's ball right around the 25.
Wow, 15 minutes left, halfway through the last half. Hudson needs to get something going here.
You can see a little bit of desperation in all the Hudson players right now.
I can see they are working. You can tell they're playing with the idea that they're going to win this game, and they're pushing really hard. Even the younger classmen doing it for the seniors know how important senior night is to the players. But Hudson still, even with all the
Opportunities they've gotten.
they're just not capitalizing.
Now the Assabet breakout fails once again, but is now controlled by number 13 on Assabet. And now it looks like Hudson will be bringing it back into the offensive zone.
The ball is just dead in the grass. Don't know if that would be like that in a turf game.
I do not think it would.
But Hudson does get ball nonetheless. As a coach for Hudson, what do you think? What do you have to do here? Get them back, give some of the momentum back to them like there was in the first half, and just get out there and score a goal. What do you have to tell the players?
I don't know if it has to be the coach specifically, but I think somebody's got to step up and really lead this team to the much-needed victory here on senior night in the Morgan Bowl.
Hudson does have exactly the same record that they do have from last season, and their goal was to improve. And with 2 games left, they have the opportunity, especially with the close game here tonight, they can.
Oh, now a good opportunity for Assabet.
Buffy Catella getting ready for the shot, and it is big save.
Yeah, nice save by Buffy
Still
Catella.
up front, and she gets it out. Big save by
Yeah,
Buffy
great play.
Catella. And Hudson does get the rebound and hit it out, but Assabet still maintains possession in the offensive end.
Now it's Assabet's ball. Hannah Nazuch we taking it from the 20-yard line. And putting it towards the cage. It's Assabet. Still their ball. Getting a lot of zone time here. Oh, a shot towards the net and a big save by Buffy Catella.
Wow, just all over the field tonight.
Hudson, still their ball as they bring it through. And
18 blue does
18 blue with the unsportsmanlike. Molly Hurley gets this.
So,
And
do
they replace the player or do they have the penalty?
I have the same question as you, Tim, Jim, Steven.
Jim's my father.
Yes. Great man, by the way.
Great man.
So it looks like they are going to replace her, I believe.
I'm very unsure of what's the consequence of it, especially an unsportsmanlike penalty. That's one where you see in most sports that don't be taken lightly.
Yeah, very penalized. Football, 15 yards. Hockey,
Hockey, usually a 4-minute end, ejection from the game, so
we'll see how it goes here. And the ref is sending out another player, so it does stay even.
so you must got to think it's an ejection from the game.
And the refs are consulting on the call. They're just as confused as we are here.
You know, that's happened sometimes.
Probably not good for the refs, though.
the clock is stopped, so they can take all the time they need.
At 12:52, so about
A little around 13 minutes left in this game, and it's not that much time. Not that much time to get something going.
the coach is talking to the ref. The Assabet coach is talking to the ref. Coach Wallingford, you can tell, wants the dub.
Yep, definitely wants to win this game.
Big game for tonight. And the ref did clear things up, and it looks like they're going to be playing some hockey. They're getting back in this, and it looks like they are going to be playing shorthanded.
They are man down.
Yes. So this is Hudson needs to forget all these opportunities that they've missed and make their opportunity now.
They definitely need to make this play good, and now it looks like it is a big break and can't be controlled by the senior, Joe Bouvier, who is in a scrum with the Assabet defender. Dangerous play made and stopped by the Assabet defender. Now taken in by the senior Shannon Bonner.
Shannon just fighting for the ball, not giving up on the play. I don't recall how long the penalty is that they will be shorthanded, but
You got to think it's still, no matter how much time. Oh,
and using the
backhand
of the stick. Can't be doing that. Maggie, so close there. And there is a timeout called
by Hudson. Now, what do you think they're going to be saying in this timeout throughout the Hudson huddle? How do you think that's going to be feeling right now?
Well, there's there's 10 minutes left. Just tell the players they're up by. They have one player advantage. If this is the time, is right now. They want their seniors step up and just make a play and tie up the game.
Definitely.
You can tell Coach Wallingford very frustrated.
Over there with the referees and sending people back and forth.
So
They should at least tell us this so we can tell everybody.
she got an unsportsmanlike.
I think that's
Yeah.
what it
That's
was.
what they said, but I guess
I'm
they're.
not going to call that unless somebody tells me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That puts
Yes.
me in the middle. I'm not saying that.
Lack of communication.
He should throw that up like that, up to the booth, so you know, like they do in football.
Yeah.
You know?
Lack of communication tonight.
Like when Barry's grab somebody's palm.
Mr. Quinn criticizing the refs here, believing that they should be communicating better with the
The press box.
broadcast. Yeah, in the broadcast booth. Because we have to be calling the game, and if we don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
how are we supposed to call it? Timeouts are pretty long. Miss Wallingford giving them the play, sketching it up on the whiteboard.
Yes.
You already know. Buffy talking to the backup goalie right now, giving her some.
You know, that's the importance of a backup goalie. You see that in soccer and hockey. They'll talk with the other goalies. They'll see what they're doing wrong, kind of try to help them with it. Even though they're not playing, they can still definitely help.
Exactly. And that is the end of the timeout. The refs called it. Wow, Aspet with
A very long chance.
Yeah. Something along the lines of go big or go home. We're the Aztecs, I believe I heard.
I can never tell what are being said in most chants, even if they're one word. So, 12 minutes to go. 1-0 Assabet. Starting on defense.
Tuning in now, Varia. You got a treat tonight, folks. Very good game.
Now, Assabet will be starting with the ball and is thrown by number 4 on Assabet, Hannah Nazuch.
Ooh.
It'll
Hudson
be
Ford on
Assabet's
the
ball.
Does get up. Emily White toughing it out.
It's like a big break for Hudson. Hudson going back on offense, which has been a big trend throughout this game.
Emily White with the pass up to
Shannon
number
Bonner.
6. Shannon Bonner passing up.
To
Hudson,
Maggie Appel,
they want
senior
the
to
opportunity.
senior.
It would be right here, senior to senior. Hudson does get ball. Shannon Bonner takes it, passes out, and it was a controversial call or play right there by Shannon. Just losing possession.
You can definitely see that there's a few of the Hudson players setting up around that back post, looking for that play to be made.
Wow, nice
stop
out of the air right there.
By number 17 on Hudson,
Anna Bond.
Anna Bond.
Hudson's ball.
That'll be still Hudson's ball.
Anna does take it, and she does shoot it up. Big, nice pass.
And
Hudson
back
gets
door
it.
is open.
On net.
Oh,
And it goes
scores!
in. Oh, big goal.
Hudson
And
with
they
the goal.
tied it up. Looked like it was number. I cannot recall what number.
It was a great play set up by Anna. Throwing it to the middle.
Wow.
And then the goalkeeper with one big save, and then just a nice rebound made.
From what I
Good
believe,
play.
it was number 13, Lita Betty.
It looks like it was goal was scored by number 20 on Hudson, senior
Bouvier?
Jill Bouvier.
Either way, big play.
20 from
Tying up the game here.
20 with the assist. Jill Bouvier got the assist. Jill
So-
Bouvier with the assist and the goal, which we still don't know who was scored by.
And it looks
Looks like
like
our athletic director,
Miss Winders
Miss Winders,
coming
up to give the call.
Update. So it was goal number 13 by Lita Betty and assisted by the senior Jill Bouvier.
Now, Lita Betty, she's a sophomore, so that's definitely a big goal.
Yeah, stepping up on the senior night. Hoping that when she's a senior, the younger players will step up for her.
Yeah, that's definitely what you ask for when you're a senior. Is that the younger players, they help you out. They know that this is your night, this isn't theirs, and they gotta be there for the seniors.
So how does Assabet recover from letting up a late goal after leading for the majority of the game?
Well, as an Assabet player, you're probably thinking that had to have happened eventually. They're having they were giving up so many chances to this team, and their goalkeeper is just doing such a great job. But right now, they're looking to go for offense,
Yep.
which they look like they're to be getting, but stopped by Hudson.
And Emily White,
Now
with the
being-
speed of a cheetah.
Now being brought over the half of the field, but is stopped by the Assabet defender, number 8, Madison Belanger. Now Anna Bond shoots it from the 35 all the way down to the 15.
Anna just, the great out passes.
Has a lot of strength on all of her passes.
Is a power hitter for this team. Exactly what Hudson needs.
And now it looks like it will be Assabet's ball.
And now it's Hudson's
And
ball.
now it's
kick
Hudson's ball.
Yes. As you can tell, there are many whistles called throughout the game.
Yes, and a lot of possession changes.
But they try to keep it fast-paced by playing it pretty quickly right away, right when the player gets to it and the refs are set up. They do allow them to continue the play, especially at the time running. They have no time to waste.
And now the ball will be played by Assabet around the 40 after a dump in by Hudson. So now Hudson on the defense. They haven't been playing that much defense this game, but
Yeah, in the beginning of the half, they were struggling, but the offense did step up and
oh, now it looks like a good break for Assabet. Oh, and
Big
a great play.
number 19, Serena Richards. Wow.
Great play on the defensive side.
It was a 2-on-1. Is a sophomore and stepping up in the big moments.
Now Emily White in a scrum, passed out. Anna Bond trying to take it, but it will be Hudson's ball.
And it still brings it up. Nice pass.
Nice hit up to Maggie
Outward
Appel.
pass, and it's still Hudson's ball. Giving it back to the power hitter.
It's a smart move.
Yeah, I agree.
Having a good game. And now Shannon takes it.
Shannon
Nice
going.
dribbling. Tries to pass
Still
it up to Maggie
going.
Appel with a dangerous play, but
Shannon gets it out front.
oh, and it will be another
Hudson
penalty.
struggling all night. Believe
See,
0-8.
0 for 8. They haven't had one in a long time, though, and maybe that's good for the best.
Yeah, and maybe talked about at halftime, made some adjustments. Coach Wallingford throwing up the play. And if they could make an opportunity out of this, this would be perfect. Get them the lead.
Oh, thrown
Nice
to the
shot
net.
on net.
And it is cleared by Assabet. Can't clear enough. Anna Bond tries to put it to the
Another
net.
shot.
The great save.
And
He
it's
scores!
It's another goal. Hudson gets
What a play.
the lead. Big goal. I believe by their senior, Shannon
Shannon Bonner.
Not 100% on that one. It may have been Caitlin Cole.
It was all
also,
set up
number
from
8.
that
All
great
set up.
play by Anna Bond after taking it. The Assabet player tried to clear it, and Anna Bond just threw it right back towards the middle.
It looks like Emily White is getting taken off. I don't.
Maybe out of injury.
Is she? It looks like she may be bleeding.
Maybe a stick to the head on a dangerous play, but
Big goal by Hudson, but losing one of their best players right now.
with 7
One of
minutes to
their
go, you
best
got to think
Offensive players, for
that
sure.
yeah, that might hurt them with 7 minutes.
Especially, she's been all over the field, back checking a lot, and just stopping them from keeping in the zone. So let's see how that'll affect Hudson. But nonetheless,
Nonetheless, and
thank you.
we still haven't got the full call on who scored and who got the assist.
Yes, lack of communication tonight by the refs.
Definitely
and,
lacked communication.
broadcast booth.
We did not. They haven't told us.
No, it was. I believe it was either 6 or 8, but I'm not sure.
That's what that problem I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to announce the wrong one.
if we can get somebody from down there to tell us what's the official ruling. I think 8 was on the bench at the time, so if we had to take a guess, Shannon Bonner scores, which is another senior getting a point in this game.
Assabet coming in on the offensive attack. And it goes out of bounds, and I believe it will be Assabet's ball.
Assabet's ball. And Hudson right now definitely doing good. They were in a bad spot with around 13 minutes to go, and they just really stepped it up.
Yeah, 2 goals in about
2 quick
minutes.
goals.
Exactly what Hudson needed to turn the tides.
Yeah.
I believe momentum's very big in sports, and I think they've changed it completely.
Yeah, they had all the momentum to start. Assabet kind of squished it, but now he's taken away. Shannon Bonner tries to keep it in, but cannot.
Bounce right over his stick, and that's what we were talking about earlier with the turf being unpredictable, that you just don't know.
Looks like we'll be getting the call on the goal and the assist in a little bit. And Assabet playing with it in their offensive zone. Still their ball after a rough play.
5 minutes left. Hudson, how does Hudson approach this?
I don't think they want to stop on the attack if it's definitely been working for them. Maybe 2 defensive could be a bad thing for them, and now Assabet gets stopped by Hudson.
Hudson, nice outlet pass. Been doing very well with those all night.
And like we thought, Shannon Bonner scored the goal and Anna Bond with the assist.
So big play for Shannon Bonner.
And
For a senior night, stepping up and giving them the go-ahead goal. Hudson's still on the attack right now.
And now it'll be Assabet's ball coming out of the defensive zone, which they need to start playing very aggressive.
Yes. I've been struggling all day with that.
Yeah.
Other than that one, or they have had a few opportunities, but for the most part, they have not been able to have the time on the attack that they would like.
Yes. Now they get the ball again off a penalty. And showing a little frustration there is the Assabet player number 14, Isabella Lagatola.
Isabella, yeah, Lagatoli. Sounds like a pasta.
Italian.
Anyway, as we're bringing it up, giving him a good chance, but nice
Hudson
stop.
clears it again. Ooh, Anna Bond hits the dirt for one, and then on the second try, gets the shot. Now number 8, Caitlin Cole, tries to pass it up to the senior Jill Bouvier, cannot get it. But Assabet's still struggling to kind of get it out of their zone.
Wow, bouncing ball up there.
3 minutes left. You got to think Hudson's trying to waste some time here.
Yes. They're going to take all the time
they need.
can
Clock's still running. It's still.
Well, I think Assabet needs to be more. They need to get onto the ball
Yes.
quick as possible.
Assabet's ball right
It doesn't look
here.
like they're that urgent right now.
Before it throws it towards the net is blocked off by the Hudson offender.
Assabet
Now
gets it
thrown
up
towards the
front.
net.
Big
It's
defensive
Assabet.
Play. Assabet has it. Buffy, get in there.
Buffy with the
Ball
save.
Fighting.
Ball still loose, ball loose.
And Buffy with a big save, and it does get out. Nice play by the Hudson
Thrown back to the net though by Assabet. Definitely showing they want to win this game, or at least come out with a tie.
Yes, it's come down to the wire here. All you folks are in here for a treat right now with 2 minutes left. The clock is stopped right now.
Looks like the clock's having some issues from after 2 minutes. Now Assabet with a penalty, and they still haven't converted on one.
This is, if Assabet does want a big play, this is their chance to make a big play. Emily White is ready, trying to call one of her teammates off, but she cannot get someone right now. Emily is getting number...
Subbed in for number 8, Caitlin Cole.
Hudson getting
Going
on
towards the
defense.
net.
Big play. Getting it out. Saving a goal,
Oh.
potentially.
A little bit of
Does
physical
trip.
contact.
And it is going to be another...
Assabet's ball, number 14, Isabella, is going to be taking it. Oh, looks like, no, it will be taken as a penalty.
Emily White now going back, one of the faster players on the team, going to get to the ball as quick as possible. And Emily White gets there,
And a great play by Emily White.
and she's still going, keeps it in bounds, but it's still back check, and she's just wasting all the time she can. I'm guessing little under a minute left remaining. Hudson trying to get out. And it is kickball, and it is Hudson's. And a ball, Bond going to take it out. Has, you could say, the best, one of the harder shots on the team.
Yeah, and that
that
seems
is
to be the
game.
game, and Hudson comes out with a 2-1 win on senior night. You can see how happy all the players are and the coaching staff.
Yes, Hudson field hockey hasn't had too many wins this season, so getting the big dub with
Must feel great right now.
especially senior night with the big crowd, everyone here supporting them, of many of their fellow classmates.
Just all around great game for Hudson.
As
And
Aspen, what are you thinking right now?
they definitely shouldn't have lost the game. It didn't look like that they were going to until around 13 minutes. It must have been just fatigue, or Hudson really went into their game plan that was given to them by their coach.
Yeah, Hudson just playing really good offense, but could not
I
convert.
have a question. Did Assabet win, or am I on crack?
Well, we have some fans
No.
talking to us right now,
The whole
so.
time, and I thought Hudson won.
Hudson won.
Then why did he say Assabet won?
Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hudson won.
That's going to be the end of our broadcast. Great game tonight. The fans very lucky to attend this game. Any last words, Steven?
Not for me, other than the Hudson field hockey team's looking good for the future, and hope to see you here again.
Yes. See you again. And I'm Joe Catella,
I'm Stephen Barry.
and this was the HSBN broadcast.